Okay, we are live now. Nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Fall forward. Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. A very gracious and inclusive welcome to esteemed chief guest, Professor Suresh Hegre from Department of Mathematical and Computational Science, National Institute of Technology, NIT, Karnataka. Professor S.P. Agarwal, Director, Teaching Learning Center and Principal, Ramanujan College, University of Delhi. Professor S. Ismail Mohiddin, Principal, Jamal Muhammad College. My worthy colleagues from the organizing team and the participants who have joined us today all across the nation and also who work with us throughout this journey. I, Nidhi Mathur, on behalf of Teaching Learning Center, Ramanujan College, graciously welcome you all to the valedictory function of the 1-week faculty development program on data analytics and mathematical software tools, organized by Teaching Learning Center, Ramanujan College, in collaboration with PG and Research Department of Mathematics, Jamal Muhammad College, Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu. Named after the great Indian mathematician, Ramanujan College is one of the constituent colleges of University of Delhi. It was established in the year 1958 as an evening college for boys with just 5 programs. For the past decade, the college has been on the path of unprecedented growth. The college has high qualified, committed, research-oriented, and talented teaching faculty who encourage interdisciplinary and blended learning mode to the teaching learning process through innovation projects, conferences, seminars, talks, and workshops. In pursuit of its vision, discover, empower, transform, building a better world, Ramanujan College is today perceived as one of the best colleges of the country. The college has also acquired many prestigious schemes of the University Grants Commission (UGC) and Ministry of Education, erstwhile known as Ministry of Human Resource Development (MHRD). These prestigious schemes are the first being Deen Dayal Upadhyay Center for Knowledge Acquisition and Upgradation of Skilled Human Abilities and Livelihood, the short form for which is DDU Kaushal Kendra, and this was acquired in the year 2016. The Teaching Learning Center, under the aegis of Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya National Mission on Teachers and Teaching Scheme in 2017, and the last scheme is National Resource Center, NRC, for developing specialized online and MOOC courses for teachers in the disciplines of ethics, human rights, and environment in the year 2018. The Teaching Learning Center is mandated by the Ministry of Education to organize faculty development programs, faculty orientation and induction programs, discipline-specific and interdisciplinary refresher courses, conferences, workshops through offline as well as online mode. These programs are based on in-depth subject knowledge, quantitative and qualitative research methodologies, and on an interdisciplinary approach as is envisaged in the National Education Policy 2020. The Teaching Learning Center of Ramanujan College has been set up with the aim of reaching the unreached teachers in terms of regional diversity and geographically remote areas of the country. TLC has successfully conducted more than 100 learner-centric programs since October 2017 and has trained over 150,000 teachers all across the country in various discipline-specific and interdisciplinary programs. Ramanujan College is a pioneer in offering offline as well as online courses for faculty members of higher education institutions and research scholars through the customized learning management system designed by the college's Research Development and Services Cell. It is predominantly participant-friendly and incorporates evaluation methods and comprehensive feedback systems to judge learning outcomes. The LMS is hosted on a cloud which has high scalability and reliability. The college has installed its own private cloud infrastructure to host its servers for research and data analysis. The blockchain technology is utilized and there is an inclusion of QR code, barcode, and blockchain hash on the certificates, which provides authenticity and verifiability of the issued certificates by Teaching Learning Center, Ramanujan College. Moving ahead, this 1 week online faculty development program on data analytics and mathematical software tools focused on software and programming languages, which are useful in research and has its applications in diverse fields, including engineering, medicine, biology, physics, finance, and the list goes endless. To give a better understanding of the FGP, I now invite Dr. Rajesh Singh, convener from Ramanujan College, to present before all of you proceedings of this event. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Nidhi ma'am. So, Honorable Chief Guest, Professor S.M. Hegde from Department of Mathematical and Computational Science, National Institute of Technology, Karnataka. Principal, Jamal Muhammad College, Professor S. Ismail Mohideen. Principal, Ramanujan College, and Director, Teaching Learning Center, Professor S.P. Agarwal. Respected resource person joining today, fellow organizers and colleagues from Ramanujan College and Jamal Muhammad College, and dear participants. A very good afternoon and a heartfelt warm welcome to all of you in this valedictory session of 1 week faculty development program on data analytics and mathematical software tools. I hope everyone is keeping themselves safe and their loved one also. At the outset, as the convener of this 1 week faculty development program, I am thankful to our distinguished chief guest, Professor S.M. Hegde, for agreeing to grace this gathering by taking out time from his busy schedule. I would also like to extend my heartfelt thanks to all our esteemed resource persons for accepting our invitation to deliver lecture and for enlightening the participants with their knowledge and expertise. I would also like to extend my special thanks to all the participants for registering in this course and attending it with plenty of eagerness and enthusiasm. It has been our pleasure to host all the participants of this 1 week faculty development program on data analytics and mathematical software tools. I also take this opportunity to thank our ever energetic principal, Professor S.P. Agarwal, and to Teaching Learning Center for giving us the opportunity to organize this FDP and for supporting us throughout in this endeavor. I am here to present a brief report of this faculty development program and its success. So to my understanding, any program is successful if the participants are able to grasp most of the knowledge, skills, or ideas imparted to them. In this faculty development program, we aimed to make participants aware about many real-life applications of mathematics, and looking at the topics and lectures delivered by our resource persons, I think we succeeded in achieving our goal. In this faculty development program, we had resource persons from reputed universities. And looking at the feedbacks received from the participants for the past week and all the interactions during the sessions, I believe this course is able to achieve its goal of being an igniting tool to impart quality education in mathematics. I hope this course will motivate the participants to move towards quality teaching and research in the field of mathematics and its applications. Now I present some figures and data related to this faculty development program. Is this screen visible to everyone?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to represent the report of this faculty development program on data analytics and mathematical software tools, which started on 25th February and is ending today, which is 3rd of March. So in total, we had 160 participants from across 28 states and union territories. And this is the state-wise distribution of participation. And we received the maximum participation, which is 22 from Tamil Nadu. Then we had 20 registrations from Maharashtra, 16 and 16 registrations from Kerala and Haryana, and other registrations were evenly distributed in many states of India. We had 7 resource persons during this FDP. We had Professor Bala Prakash Rao Kili from Department of Computer Science, NIT Warangal. He gave his lecture on MATLAB and Python. Then we had Professor Satish Verma from SGTB Khalsa College, University of Delhi. He delivered his lecture on mathematics using Excel. Then we had Professor Suruchi Singh from Aditi Mahavidyalaya, University of Delhi. She gave her lecture on Mathematica. Then we had Professor S.C. Taneja, Department of Applied Mathematics, DTU. Professor Taneja was chief guest for our inaugural session, and he also delivered a live lecture on Markov chains and its applications. Then myself, Dr. Rajesh Singh from Department of Mathematics, Ramanujan College. I delivered my lectures on R software and some mathematical web tools. Then we had Dr. Virendra Kumar from Department of Mathematics, Ramanujan College. He delivered his lecture on LaTeX software. Then we had Dr. Dipakshi Sharma from Department of Mathematics, Ramanujan College. She gave her lecture on some web tools, mathematical web tools, which can be applied in research and in teaching also. So these are the highlights of this faculty development program. In total, we had 37 videos uploaded on the YouTube channel, and the duration for all those videos were 22 hours and 32 minutes. There were daily portal-based discussion forum, and the participants used the forum uh, for the discussion. And then we had 6 quizzes to judge the participants' involvement in the course, and all the participants have attended the quizzes with passion and enthusiasm. Then we had 7 feedback forms also, and most of the participants have filled all the feedback forms during the program. I am going to present the feedback analysis of the feedbacks that we received from the participants. So we asked the participants to rate content of each session, and most of the participants rated the content from excellent to very good. In every session received almost similar type of uh, feedback from the participants. Then we also asked the participants to rate their knowledge before attending any session and the knowledge after attending the session. And on an average, we had 4.4. Before attending the session, the knowledge of the participants about the uh, content delivered was 4.48, and then after attending the session, it increased to 8.25. So there is a significant increase in the overall gain of the knowledge of the participants after attending this faculty development program. Then we also asked the participants to rate the functioning of the learning management system, our LMS portal, which was msoft.rcmoocs.in, and majority of the participants rated the platform from excellent to very good. Then we also asked the participants to rate about how user friendly the interface of the learning management system was. And again, in this case also, 72% of the participants agreed that the learning LMS was user friendly, and 27% also agreed for the same. Then we also asked the participants to judge the quality of the resource person that we had during the course, and again majority of the participants rated it from excellent to very good. So we also asked the participants to rate the overall experience with the organizing committee, 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest. And almost 112 participants out of 160 participants rated the organizing committee to 5, then 25 they rated 4, and then 4 participants they rated 3, and so on. We also took the feedback of the participants, and some of the feedbacks are listed here. So for example, Dr. Vijay Telly, he says, first of all, I would like to say thanks to the organizers for conducting such a wonderful program. During these days, we learned many new topics which are useful to our further research work, had an opportunity to see the eminent resource persons. And similar feedback were there from other participants also. We also asked the participants to uh, give any new learning or anything different that they learned in this the faculty development program. And again, some of the participants, they found these softwares, they were having the experience of this softwares for the first time, and the same they have written it. So for example, if we see that Radhamani V, this course she writes, this course enriched my knowledge and helped me to upgrade my programming skills in Python, MATLAB, and Mathematica. And similar were the feedbacks from other participants also. So we have already circulated the certificate form for this program, and most of the participants have already filled it. We request others to fill it as soon as possible so that we can complete the certificate process within the next 15 days. So thank you. Nidhi
Thank you
ma'am,
so
you can
much, sir, for
take
this
over now.
detailed presentation of this FTP. So, moving ahead, Ramanujan College, under the stewardship of our able principal, Professor S.P. Agarwal, sir, has conducted innumerable online as well as offline faculty enrichment programs through its Teaching Learning Center of the Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya National Mission for Teachers and Teaching Scheme of Ministry of Education, thus imparting training to more than 150,000 teachers. I now take this immense pleasure to invite Professor S.P. Agarwal, sir, to welcome the audience as well as the chief guest with his words of wisdom. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Nidhi. Good afternoon, and once again, welcome to our dignitaries and all the participants, colleagues, and everyone who has joined us in this valedictory function of 1 week faculty development program on data analytics and mathematical softwares. Our colleague, friend, and very dear friend, Professor Suresh Hegadeji from Department of Mathematical and Computational Science, NIT Karnataka. I think no other person can be better than him to speak in this, because he is the man who is from computational science, and all these programs, all these softwares, I think are useful for computation. My colleague, collaborator, and friend Jamal Muhammad from Jamal Muhammad College, Professor S. Ismail Mohideen, my colleague Dr. Rajesh Singh, Dr. Virendra Kumar, Nidhi, and every other colleague from both the colleges who have joined us and contributed in the successful completion of this course, and all the participants who are always very dear to us, because they are the one who allow us to do something different. Once again, I welcome all of you. And the important thing is, first, let me congratulate the department for organizing such a wonderful workshop where everything has been put together, because all the programs doing together, all the application part programs is very, very rare. I've seen a few, applications, but this is a platform where all been put together, which is a wonderful idea, because of course we cannot master everything, but at least whatever is of interest to us can be done. And moreover, I can see in the presentation that knowledge of the participants has almost doubled, which is again a very, very important benchmark in providing this knowledge, because teaching a application is something, a unique thing through videos, which our faculty has done it successfully. Friends, let me tell you, in today's world, whether it is government, whether it is educational institution, whether it is medical science, or whether any area, the relevance of technology and relevance of data, and moreover the computation of large data is extremely important, because only then we can make certain decisions, whether it is COVID, whether it is immunization, whether it is any educational thing, or whether it is policy making. So everywhere, data and computation of data has its own role. I am not an expert in this area. I'm not giving you any knowledge, but the only thing I'm trying to highlight, you all being mathematicians, statistician, or computer scientist, our role is much more important in the new economic order. Now, we read every day that today how technology is changing, and how so many things like metaverse. Yesterday or 2 days ago, I was reading in the newspaper that the technologies put together, metaverse, where augmented reality, virtual reality, and there is another term which I heard for the first time, experiential reality, XR. So all these things are so important for knowledge sharing, and so important for our students to learn, so important for all of us to take it to every student, whether he is from humanities, science, or any other area, which I always say, So role of mathematicians has increased tremendously. Another important thing is in new education policy 2020, where Nidhi highlighted that the main plank of that policy is the flexibility, interdisciplinarity, multidisciplinarity, research, technology, and skill. These are, I think, the important part of new education policy in higher education. Now, if you look at it, I tell you, most of it belongs to mathematicians. They can only do the wonders if this policy has to be implemented properly. Because how we can bring flexibility? Well, we can bring flexibility if we can teach little bit of mathematics or application of mathematics to each and every student, whether it's from humanities, politics, science, it does not matter. Similarly, interdisciplinarity, because without mathematics, there is no commerce, no economics, no management, no, to my mind, humanities or any other thing. So that is also, again, the responsibility of a mathematician. Similarly, research, multidisciplinarity, and technology. Of course, you are the one who are expert in technology. I mean, you can be mathematician, statistician, or computer science, it does not matter, or operational research expert, but you are the person who knows the technology. So you can take it to other areas. You know, what we talk of in new education policy, STEAM, of word STEM, but today the buzzword is STEAM. You combine it with arts and humanities. So that is important. And similarly, the skill. Because today's mathematics is not only just, writing equation or doing computation, but the application part, the skill is very important today. Because how students will get employment, how students will go for higher studies, research, and working for labs. They will work only when they know the actual skills. So that is again a responsibility. So, sir, friends, our objective is to reach to every teacher, and we can teach some of these skills or some of these applications. And if you practice them and if you apply in your classroom, apply in your research, only then our objective is fulfilled. So with this, once again, I'm sure you will do it. Welcome my dignitaries and welcome all of you, and I'm sure you will complete it successfully and you will use this knowledge in your day-to-day working life. Thank you very much. Over to Nidhi.
Thank you so much, sir. I now request Dr. S. Ismail Muhiddin, Principal from Jamal Muhammad College, Tamil Nadu, to also welcome our dignitary as well as the participants. So Dr. S. Ismail Muhiddin did his MSc in Mathematics from Jamal Muhammad College, Tiruchirappalli, and received his PhD and MPhil degrees from NIT Tiruchirappalli. He has been rendering his valuable service in the field of higher education for nearly 3.5 decades as an eminent professor, active researcher, and able administrator. He is a recognized research advisor of Bharati Dasan University, and so far he has produced more than 50 MPhil scholars and 3 doctorates. He has successfully completed a minor research project funded by University Grants Commission and has served as a life member in Operational Research Society of India. Dr. Muhiddin has acted as a chairperson and a resource person in various national and international conferences. His research contributions as articles or papers have appeared in several peer-reviewed Indian and international journals and conference proceedings. His fields of expertise are operations research, and graph theory. Dr. Muhiddin has organized several national and international conferences and seminars on the emerging fields in mathematics, sponsored by University Grants Commission and Tamil Nadu State Council for Science and Technology. He has held several academic positions in Jamal Muhammad College and has risen to the level of the principal. He was also appointed as a UGC nominee and Bharati Dasan University nominee for assessing the autonomous status conferred to affiliated colleges. We welcome you, sir. I now request you to say a few words. Over to you now. Sir, you're on mute. We're not able to hear you. No, we're still unable to hear you, sir. I think there's some problem in your...
Sir, I think your mic, mic of your device is not working properly.
You have to change your device.
Last time also there was the same problem, sir. I
Same
think the
problem
device
happened.
is
Yes. I think इनका device में कुछ issue है that need to
Okay,
be.
now am I audible? Okay, am I now audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yes. So, respected Professor Agarwal, Ramanujan College. Today's chief guest, Professor Suresh M. Hegde, Department of Mathematics and Computation Science, National Institute of Technology. Respected Professor Rajesh Singh, convener from Ramanujan College, Madam Niti Mathur, Dr. Virendra Kumar, co-convener from Ramanujan College, Dr. R. Jair Hussain, Department of Mathematics, Dr. R. Prasanna, Mathematics Department, Rifayat, and other faculty members, and participants all over our nation. From Professor Rajesh Singh report, I was learned that around 160 participants participated. It's it's a great thing, and I am very happy that maximum 22 members benefited from Tamil Nadu. Anyhow, in that way, I'm also.
I'm sure all of them were from your college.
No. Only 3 from Jamal Muhammad College. Anyhow, it is benefit to the society. So in that way, I'm very happy, and I appreciate Dr. Agarwal. You have given us, and Professor Rajesh Singh, you have given us an opportunity to collaborate with you, to meet many, around 160 faculty members of Mathematics Department and many resource persons. And really, from Professor Rajesh Singh's report, really I have enjoyed the report. The way he approaches is really very good. From day one, everything is pictorial representation with the pie chart and bar chart. He is actually using all mathematical tools to show how the program went. So from the presentation, I'm able to see that it was a real successful to both the college, Ramanujan College and Jamal Muhammad College, because many participants from the feedback also, I'm able to see that they have learned a lot. As Professor Agarwal spell out, the knowledge level doubled. Similarly, all other skill development also, they have increased. In that way, I appreciate Rajesh Singh. I personally, our college, our department learned from Ramanujan College that how you are organizing the conference, seminar, and how you are addressing the people, how you get the resource person, the great personalities to as a role model to the young mathematicians. So in that way, I'm happy. And for the participants, really you are all lucky to have such personalities. And dear participants, just think of, that is, before 2 decades, how we were and how are our students, and now what is our level. You have to think, because before 2 decades, all Indian youths are most sought of the persons throughout the globe. What is the reason? Because of their brain, because of their memory, because of their faith in God, because of their well-disciplined character. So these are all, because of all these characters, we are most wanted, that is, all over India, all over globe, everywhere, Indians shined well. Now also Indians are there. Anyhow, but when compare the Western culture, it influences our students. And I am very sorry to state that Tamil Nadu, when compared to other places, Tamil Nadu people are very biased and very strong in God faith and everything. But nowadays, everything is deteriorating. So, my dear faculty members, please concentrate on youth. So, all these are based on the faith in God. I used to tell my students, because God is everywhere. If we have that faith, we will not, that is, we deviate from our main focus. But nowadays, the focus is mildly, that is derailed. That is my concern. So I request the faculty members, please tell them, cultivate them the purpose of education. The very purpose of education is not just to earn money, is not just to get the degrees, is to create a new society. In the inaugural address also I emphasized, so this is more important. If we mathematicians, if we faculty members, instead of telling we should showcase our the personalities and also our activities. Whatever we tell will have a minimum impact only. But if they see us, our activities will definitely from us, they will learn a lot. So I request the faculty members, think of your students, tell them about the biasness, God, that is God faithness. And similarly, the youth are now mainly, that is they are going for drug addict and some alcoholism. These are all coming into the Indian society. Once upon a time, these were all somewhere, some local people or somewhere else we can see. But nowadays, it will mingle with the colleges, institute and university also. The boys also from the school itself, they are getting addicted and all other things. So we have to concentrate on those things, and we should give moral education between mathematics, between telling science, between telling history, between the literature and everything. The moral education is very important. So I request the participants to inculcate your students with morale, and every year thousands and thousands of students are getting degree. Not only they should get the degree, they should get the degree with ethics, with the human values. So I congratulate and appreciate Dr. Agarwal ji and Dr. Rajesh and other faculty members for collaborating with Jamal Muhammad College and gave us an opportunity to meet many faculty, young faculties. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best.
Let me tell you, Professor Ismail, that
Yes.
we have a Center for Ethics and Values.
Thank
we
you, sir.
combine this with our mathematics. We also have Center for Happiness, School of Happiness, we call it. We also have Center for Human Right Education. So we try all those points which you raised today. And over the period I have seen in last 10 years, things are, I'm not saying it is totally gone, but much better. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, for information, we have a separate syllabus for first year, second year, third year UG student. Separate syllabus is given. Professors are taking 1 hour per week, the moral education. And at the end of the year, we are conducting comparative examination, and they are given prizes and all other things. So in that way, we are also trying to, that is, train the students. Thank you, sir, for this opportunity. Even in that line also we can collaborate, and we can get some ideas from your institution to give moral to the students.
Sure.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. Always.
Thank you so much, sir. Today, we are extremely privileged to have with us Professor Suresh Hegde, who is our chief guest for today's valedictory session. Professor Suresh Hegde is currently working as a professor in the Department of Mathematical and Computational Science at National Institute of Technology, Karnataka. Professor Hegde got his PhD degree in mathematics from University of Delhi in 1991 in the discipline of graph theory. He has more than 25 years of teaching experience. Professor Hegre has published more than 50 papers in refereed national or international journals and around 10 papers in refereed conference proceedings. Being an active researcher, Professor Hegre has guided several PhD students and also continues his able guidance presently to several students. Not only PhDs, but Professor Hegre is also showing the path to hundreds of MTech, MPhil, MCA, and undergraduate students in their projects for many years. Professor Hegre has represented his research works through his talks at more than 50 national and international platforms. He has also organized several national and international academic events. We welcome you, sir. I now request you and invite you for your presidential address. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Nidhi. So kindly excuse me, I have some problem with the voice. I
problem. No problem, sir. Mathematicians
okay.
will understand your language,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Professor Agarwal, Professor Mohyuddin, Dr. Rajesh, Dr. Virendra Kumar, Dr. Nidhi, other faculty members of Ramanujan College, resource persons, participants, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me an immense pleasure to be a part of this program. In fact, yesterday night when Rajesh called me, I was very happy to accept the invitation. I said, I will make it. You heard Professor Agarwal. See, it is very difficult for the next speaker to speak after Professor Agarwal speaks. Whether it is academic or social or anything, he would touch up on every aspect or everything within few sentences or words. In fact, as told by Rajesh Singh, he is a very dynamic principal. As you all know, within a span of 10 plus years, this Ramanujan College has achieved the present status. It is not that easy without the dynamic leadership of any institution. Hats off to you, sir. Not only that,
Thank you for
Professor Mohyuddin sir has said regarding the presentation of Dr. Rajesh. Of course, they have shown their professionalism. That is very important because I have attended many academic programs of Ramanujan College. I too have observed the programs are not conducted for the sake of conducting. They have the seriousness. They work hard. They show their professionalism in any of the academic programs, whether it is conference, workshop, or faculty development. In fact, faculty development is a need of the hour. We, after studying, whether it is post-graduation or PhD, we think that we know everything. And we teach whatever we know, thinking that we know everything. So that will not reach the students. We will not be able to convince the students with our limited knowledge of the subject. So that is why the faculty development programs are needs of the hour, are very much required. That too, the faculty development programs conducted by such institutions like Ramanujan College will be helpful to the participant to the maximum extent possible. Okay. We all talk about big data, large data. The need of the hour is to analyze that big data, to analyze the information, to make it usable. After all, what is data analytics? It's the science. Okay, data analytics is the science of analyzing the raw data and make it usable. Okay. And you all know Earlier, we were dealing with very small networks, but now it is not that. We have to deal with large networks. So one of them is your internet. You know how much data is there in the internet. And we know that everything available or every data is not usable. So we have to call it as raw data. And raw data has to be analyzed to make it usable. I suppose the participants are equipped with the knowledge about the data analytics. That is, they are equipped with the knowledge about all the 4 types of data analytics. That is predictive data analytics, prescriptive data analytics, diagnostic data analytics, and the descriptive data analytics. Looking at the list of experts, I'm sure that all the participants had acquired a lot of knowledge regarding the data analytics and mathematics software. See, everyone knows that mathematics is called the queen of the subject. Why? Mathematics, not a female, but still it is called the queen of the subject. The queen or the mother has all the abilities, qualities to manage others. This is why mathematics is called queen of the subject. In the sense, you might be knowing that any real life problem can be modeled using only 3 types of equations. Any real life problem. That is the beauty, that is the power of mathematics. What are those? The algebraic and transcendental equations and differential equations, that is ordinary or partial. So another type is integral equation. Some of you may be knowing that the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 2004 was given to a physicist and a mathematics person, not for a medical practitioner, because the Nobel Prize was given for them for their work on MRI. And they have used integral equations and other mathematical equations to describe that. And they got Nobel Prize. So that is the power of mathematics. And another thing about mathematics is that mathematics is the only subject where you have n number of tools to tackle problems. Comparatively, in other subjects, they have limited number of tools to solve any problem. Whereas in mathematics, we are well equipped with n number of tools to solve the problems. So that is why, as told by Professor Agarwal, mathematicians can do wonders in any science. There is no science without mathematics. In fact, you may agree or not, computer science is a branch of mathematics. It's a part of mathematics. So, and you see, it is not an engineering, it is science, like your data science. And nowadays, need of the hour is to deal with data science. That is why many institutions have started a diploma, BTech, MTech in data sciences. And especially, one has to start courses on computational data sciences, because computation is the biggest problem in data science. In fact, the computation was the difficult problem during our college or school times, because everything was done manually. Now, at least you have a lot of things to compute, especially the MATLAB, Mathematica, and they are very good tools for computation. But the thing is, with the limited computational facilities, our ancestors, our professors did a lot of mathematics. So the society expects a lot from the youngsters with this much of computational facilities. You have to show that, yes, we are doing it. So for that, this faculty development program, that is data analytics and mathematical software, will definitely help you with this. Once again, I congratulate the whole team, as well as I thank Professor Agarwal, his team, and Professor Mayuddin, his team, for giving me an opportunity to be a part of this wonderful academic program. I wish all the participants very best with this. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your intellectual information. I think I have also learned few things without being a mathematician, and I'm sure these mathematicians must follow the certain guidelines you gave. And also, let me tell you, sir, we have few gems of the people in this mathematics, and you are one of them, and always guiding our young faculty. That is why we could do so much. So I 100% agree that they have been trained very well, and they are highly professional, and I'm sure they will continue to do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. So moving ahead, we have a few participants with us who would like to share their feedback for this FDP. So first and foremost, I now request Mr. Satya Prakash, Assistant Professor of Physics from Tara Government College, Telangana, to say a few words about this entire functioning of the FDP. Can you hear us, Mr. Satya Prakash? Are you here?
I think Satya Prakash have left the meeting.
Okay. So can we have Dr. Inderjeet Singh from Dayanand College, Hisar, Haryana? Dr.
No, ma'am.
Inderjeet Singh?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. Mrs. Sneha from St. Peter's College, Kerala? Mrs. Sneha?
Sneha has also left.
Okay. I can see Miss Pratibha Jena from Sri Sri University, Cuttack, Odisha. Miss Jena, are you here? Can you hear me?
Yes, Pratibha is here, ma'am.
Yeah, but she's not responding. Miss Pratibha? So can you give her a call?
Yes, ma'am. Just wait.
Nidhi, you can take the next one if there is one.
Sir, none of the participants are there.
Okay.
I had called.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
You have already shown us some slides regarding this. Fine. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, fine.
But
sir, actually, we were trying some live feedback, sir.
No problem.
Yeah.
Maunam sammati lakshanam.
Due to because these days colleges are working offline in physical mode. That's why they are busy.
Yes,
Otherwise,
maybe.
usually we used to have.
Always talk to them in advance that whether they will be available or not.
Sir, we talked to them and we took in confirmation from their side, but maybe due to some time issue.
Okay.
So, ma'am, Pratibha is also not picking up the call, so we can proceed ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I now invite Dr. Virendra Kumar, co-convener from Ramanujan College, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Suresh M. Hegde, Sir, Department of Mathematical and Computational Science, National Institute of Technology, Karnataka. Our visionary principal, Professor S.P. Agrawal, Ramanujan College, and ever motivating principal, Professor Ismail Mohiddin, Jamal Muhammad College, coordinators, Dr. Rajesh Singh and Dr. Jahir Hussain, and other organizing members, and dear participants. On the behalf of organizing committee, I, Dr. Virendra, offering my humble gratitude to our chief guest, Professor Hegde, NIT Karnataka. Professor Hegde has also been with us some 2-3 years back for some days, and he has discussed, he was discussing so many things with our students as well as with faculty members. Sir kindly agreed upon to give his valuable time for this event in a very short notice. Day before yesterday, even we could talk to him, and he kindly agreed to be here. Sir, the information you gave on real-time data and its analysis and their applications and use is really enough to get motivated in this direction. Sir is a person who always motivates us on how to excel in academic with high integrity and values. Sir, having you here is a great honor for us. Thank you, sir, for sparing valuable time with us. It is always great pleasure to hear you. And in future, surely we are going to have in our college very soon. Thank you, sir, for your appreciations on this event. This really means very big thing for us. My heartfelt thanks to our resource person across India and who kindly agreed upon sharing their expert knowledge with participants of the program. Our ever energetic principal, Professor Agrawal, is a source of our energy and inspiration in organizing such event. Sir, your leadership, guidance, and confidence on us makes us to work hard and leave no stone unturned in organizing any such event. Sir, your word and motto are shows real path for us so that the other parties and stakeholders can get benefited. And thank you, sir, for giving us this opportunity and organizing this event. Thanks to Professor Ismail Mohiddin, Principal Jamal Mohammed College, for his motivating word, encouragement, and wonderful information, help and support. Thanks, sir, for your appreciation. It really encourages us and excel us and motivate to excel us in this direction and to work hard more. Purpose of education, one you told us, is one which is sufficient to leave us no stone unturned in our efforts. Sir also emphasis on moral education as well. And as soon as I heard this, I was very happy because we are also doing the same thing as our principal, Professor Agrawal, has mentioned, like in value of ethics and School of Happiness, in form of School of Happiness also. And I was also, in fact, I'm also a member of a School of Happiness. So I'm really happy to hear that kind of thing for us. Thanks to the TLC directors and assistant directors for providing, for granting to organize this event. I would like to also thanks to convener Dr. Rajesh Singh, Dr. Zahir Hussain for their hard work for FDP and other organizing members from our department and from Jamal Mohammed College. Thanks to our technical teams, Dr. Nikhil Rajput, Dr. Bipin Rathi, and Mr. Ravi for their all-around technical supports. Thanks to Mr. Ravi for his help and support in telecasting live session and also creating link for Zoom meetings whenever it's needed. Thanks to TLC staff, Mr. Rakil, Mr. Prasant, Mr. Sanchit, Mr. Vinod, who worked hard for the event to make it successful. Thanks to Ms. Nidhi Mathur for her valuable time and support. And whenever we need to just send a message or call, she is always ready for us to help us in every event. Thanks to Mr. Anil for his hard work in editing the videos and uploading on YouTube timely. Now a big thanks to all participants registered for the course across India. Your overwhelming response and participation in the event are really encouraging to us. I'm sure that you have learned so many things, starting from The topics Mathematica, MATLAB, R software, LaTeX, Python, and various web tools. Thanks again for registering and attending the course. Thanks for your wonderful feedbacks also. A special thanks to Dr. Sumit Nagpal for his exemplary guidance, work, and support, and also his help in promotion. Finally, I would like to thank to each and everyone who is directly or indirectly associated with this event. Thanks again. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Rajesh ji. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Tirupati sir.
Thank-
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
It was very nice experience working
Thank
with
you, sir.
you.
Thank you, sir. You please visit our college, and we can have future tie-up also.
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
you.
We can plan something on that line.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So
Thank you so much,
everyone.
sir.
Thank you, thank you,
Thank you,
Thank you.
Professor Hegde.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
thank you, Professor Hegde, sir.
See you soon. See you soon. Namaste, sir.
Thank you.
Namaste, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so I am stopping the YouTube live now. Once again, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.